goodness, that kid's gonna fall.
I don't know how many of y'all know, but I did a lot of pills and drank a lot and did some codeine quite a bit and mixed quite a bit of them. But I wanted to tell you the story of the last time that I used any drugs. It was the last time that I used Xanax. If you've ever been an addict or know anyone who's been an addict, you know what it feels like when you have that craving, because it's like the most intense thing in the world. You can't sleep, you can't do anything but think about it. I didn't have a car, so I had been sober for like off of pills for a little while, like 3 months, and I got a craving, and so I asked if they would drive me, and you know what they said? They said yes, which sucks. Very, very sad. But that's okay. And so we went and got the Xanax because I was so excited. I was really excited to do it. To be honest, it was like I couldn't sleep the whole night. For some reason, I decided to do it before school, which I hadn't done any in a long time. So doing it before school was a horrible idea. I don't know how many of y'all remember this. Some of y'all I went to high school with, but y'all probably remember when I got arrested. Maybe. And if you do, fill in the gaps, because I was so bonked that I just don't really remember. I just remember snippets. Okay, so we got it. I couldn't sleep. I was so excited, so I waited till I got to school, and maybe in like I think I had a 0 hour, so I didn't take a 0 hour because it was like I wanted it to last all day. So I popped it at like first period, and then about maybe like 30, 45 minutes rolls by, and I'm zooted. When I say zooted, I mean like I haven't been on Xanax in forever, so I'm out of my mind. And so I'm going through class, you know, and then I'm all good. I don't get in trouble. I don't get caught. I'm probably acting stupid. I don't really remember. But then we go to lunch, and I had the other half of this bar in my pocket. I took one, so I think I took half the night that I bought it because I was just too excited. So I took half. So I had 1.5 for the next day. So I took one, and then I took the other half during lunch. And when I got back, I smoked a cigarette, and I used to smoke at the time, and I threw my pack on the ground because it was empty, which is good because later in the story a bunch of things happened where I would have gotten in more trouble. So I take the other half, and then like 30 minutes goes by, and it's time to go to my next class. And when I say I'm zooted, now it's to the point where I can't control myself. I can't control what I'm saying. I'm out of my mind, and everyone's telling me that I am. They're like, dude, you have to chill out. You can't go into school acting like this. But if you've ever done Xanax or anything like that, you'll know like it's not really like you can't control yourself when you're on it. It's literally like it turn your brain into mush. So I go into class, and I wish somebody was here to tell this story. I go into my next class, which is history, and man, the teacher said something to me, and of course, because I was blasted out of my mind, she said something to me, and I just stood up and started yelling at her. I think she said something to me, and I was so high that I just didn't have a filter. So I just started yelling in the middle of class and saying, frick you, screw you, whatever, blah, blah, you're this, you're that, you're that. And everyone was telling me like, yo, dude, you have to chill out, stop. Because they all knew that I was gone. It was very clear. And so I'm just thinking about the feelings that I felt when I was using drugs all the time. Not fun. So I I keep on yelling at the teacher. They call the police. The police show up, or they take me to the principal's office. So I agree. I'm like, whatever. Yeah. So I sit outside the class. And what I didn't realize at the time was I shouldn't say. So I had pills. I had pills in my backpack, and I had peeled the label off. And I don't know if you know, but it was ADHD medicine, so it's a controlled substance. It's not like something where it's not a big deal. It would have been a felony. So they found these pills, and it's not luck. Clearly the Lord had something in mind for my life, but they basically found a bunch of money on me too. So they were almost going to link these pills and the money, but I had a pay stub from forever ago in my backpack, and I told them the money came from this pay stub. And I mean, the Lord really blessed me, because I literally would be a felon right now. I would have 2 felonies on my record. So they called my dad. He ended up coming with the prescription, so they proved that it was mine. They didn't end up charging me with the felonies, which, oh my goodness, you have no idea. I mean, at the time I didn't realize how big of a deal it would have been, but now, I mean, my life would be totally different. I don't know what I would have done. And then they took me to jail, and I stayed in jail. I mean, I stayed at holding cell. They're not allowed to put me with everyone else because I was 17. So I woke up, and they gave me really nasty black coffee and a really gross cinnamon roll, a Cinnabon. And then they pulled me out of this holding cell because they needed somebody in there. And they put me in this loft. When I say loft, bro, like literally a loft. And it was like maybe 12 beds. No one else was in there because they weren't allowed to be. And then they turned the TV on, and they just said, like, if you want to change the channel, you have to let us know. And then I think it was like Gumball or some obnoxious ass show. It was the worst show I've ever watched. It was so annoying. But then I just slept for 24 hours. And then my mom came and got me. And I remember just realizing, like, if I didn't change something, that I was going to end up in a situation that I didn't want to be. So that was the last time that I used Xanax. The Lord looked out for me. God literally said, I know you're messing up, but I have something better planned for you.